All right, so sort of gonna just jump into this one. Sort of gonna just jump into this one, because shortly after the whole meth debacle last year, I started my new job in January and also dating a woman. But wasn't official until the next 3 months, I believe. I think like March 2nd or something. It was very much early March. And I know the date, I have it written down. But then the next 7 months in October, the relationship ending, which was reflecting on that and the fact that something is always ending for me in October, at least four times that I can remember. The first time when I was like 2021, I lost my apartment in Hyde Park that at the time was about 1,500 for a two-bedroom, two bath, and now that same building is 2,600, like two bed, two bath. That was very humbling. And just that was like 2015. No, sorry, 2016, I believe, 2017. So almost 10 years ago, it being $1,000 cheaper. Very wild. But anywho, dated a woman then for 6 months, and then before then, like officially for 6 months. Before then, 3 months just dating. Getting to kind of know each other. We did start off as friends. We met at friends at my friend's, I believe, house party. It was a Galentine's thing, and then the second time at a friend's going away party. So, and we very much connected on astrology. I don't at this time remember if I still have her on my channel. She was on there for a bit. It very much just taught me a lot. I guess kind of the biggest things initially was just like being able to be with a woman, because that didn't it felt off limits to me after sort of coming out as gay, and just like hearing from straight women around me, or just like the collective will say what they didn't want their men to be doing type thing. So returning to that, returning to me, what felt like my manhood, my boyhood, like the kind of boy that I was, the kind of man that I am. It was really nice. It was really validating, affirming. It makes me think very strongly about gender roles, because I sort of was naturally falling into them, and it actually felt really good. It just like was affirming, like her, like definitely noticing that I liked her feminine very much. Like it was her masculine that I was like sort of having a hard time with. And then it's not just on the energies. It was so much that went into why we ended. So in a lot of ways, it feels just like dating a man, because I've had at least three or four serious long-term relationship experiences, and then a few like two or three shorter term ones. And it's very much the same. It's literally not too different, but just the duality and dynamic of us being completely opposite genders was, I would say, really nice. Like I enjoyed that a lot. um Sex with a woman was great too. I could say so much more about that, but I will not. What else? Yeah, the gender differences, the gender expectations, gender roles, how good it felt to pursue someone and them like receive that, like receiving my love, my affections. Money definitely was a factor, not necessarily in us ending, but just like in kind of how I was seeing the dynamic in the relationship and it being different. Because like what a woman, or we'll say with this woman specifically, she did want me to like, there was a number. She did want me to spend on her, like show in ways that she felt good with, like my love for her, my affection, whatever. And yeah, there's something rewarding about being able to afford to pay something and like it not break the bank, but at the same time it's breaking the bank. It's like, girl, slow down. Like, which was interesting, like pushing back on some of the requests or like the needs. That relationship specifically, I was poly as well, which I won't get into because it's like a whole nother thing. But I'm more so focused on like how different it felt being like a man and a woman. Like it was just really nice. Like it was just nice. At the same time, very frustrating. Like when the differences were known, it was really felt too. Like it's like we are really butted heads on a lot of these things. Like, and some of it feels like tied to our gender, and it's just like we're different. And at the same time, then celebrating those differences and like I would say for both of us being very like proud and prideful and enjoying being masculine and feminine. Like I very much have always enjoyed being a man, being a boy, being male. And I would assume that she would say the same. A lot of women would say the same. So it was just something really special and beautiful, but also like draining. Um, because there is a dark side. I'm not gonna lie. But it's really not to be negative. It was just like sort of sometimes like being so drained by having to like be this rock because you realize too like or you feel sometimes that like there's no point in talking about things or sharing certain things or saying certain things like I don't know. It could be trauma too, yeah. I don't know. But it's definitely not because as people her specifically we connected on like a spiritual level an energetic level we had or were creating language that like we both could understand and just connect on and that was really nice. That was like I would say my most favorite thing about that relationship. And now I have dated a woman, half. I don't know. I have had dated a woman, and it makes me want to date another one. And like even after her, I have pursued, tried to, I'll say, or shoot my shot. Yeah, I've shot my shot at two women, three actually. Yeah, woo, we getting up there. Uh, and it's interesting. The dynamic is so different. And also again, not being concerned about the financial side of it, like that has nothing to do with it. That's like a whole other thing too. But getting to that place and like climbing, I guess my financial ladder and like toward generational wealth. It's just nice to like be in control and yeah, just like feel like a man, like a someone that has like a hustle or like something that they're working on, striving for, doing. Like a man without a plan is bad juju. Let's not. I'm gonna need you to exit left or take the risk on helping build that man, that person into a man, and who knows what will happen. If they leave or not. I definitely will gamble that dice will never because it's not that deep to me. Like love is meant to be experienced, so there's some things that are very specific toward the masculine feminine and bio mask fem experience relationship that was just very beautiful, very timeless, but at the same time very frustrating and very difficult to navigate in very unique ways to being with a bio woman or someone that's feminine dominant, we'll say. But also then it quickly just is like, well, this is the same with anyone then. Like it's just literally getting through the hard times and figuring things out and not giving up and giving it your all and really being in love with that person and attracted to them and boom, 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 all these things. So I'm sure I'll have more thoughts on this conversation moving forward. But for now, that's pretty much what was on my mind and my heart that I really wanted to share, reflecting on my time being in a relationship with a woman. Thank y'all. See y'all later.